welcome, Mr. Umbridge. Thank you for coming in to see us today.
Thank you. I thought I was meeting with Joe. Is that
Oh,
not the case?
Joe asked me to come. He was busy, and so he wanted me to just meet with you and find out what it is that that you were coming to see us about, and then I'll be working with him if we go from here.
Okay.
So why don't you tell me what brings you here today and what we can do for you? As I should just reiterate, as was mentioned on the phone when you talk to Joe, anything you say in our conversation will be confidential, so feel free to be forthcoming and up front with me.
Well, thank you. Yeah, well, basically I'm here because I work for or worked for the Alexandria Department of Corrections,
Okay.
and I was just fired.
Oh,
And
sorry to hear that.
Thanks. I'm trying to see, I think they've fired me wrongly, and I'm trying to see if there's some way I can get my job back, or if not, then get some sort of severance or something like that.
Okay. So how much money were you making when you were working with the...
My salary was $52,000 a year,
Okay.
plus health insurance and some retirement benefits, pension plan, things like that.
Okay.
And I've worked there for going on 12 years now.
Okay.
I'm an employment transition specialist. Basically, what I do or did is that I would help inmates as they near their release date find employment. Once they're released.
Okay.
I've done that for 12 years. I've done really well at it. I've gotten great reviews. All my performance reviews are very, very good. I've had a lot of success in helping people transition back into public life. And so I really like what I do. I've got a lot of experience doing it. I'd like to keep going.
Okay. Okay. So why do you think that they fired you?
Well, they fired me. Ernie McMillan, my boss, fired me, basically telling me that some of the things that I've been doing in my private time, not at work, reflected badly on the Department of Corrections. And since I refused to stop those things, they fired me.
Okay. So what were those things that Mr. McMillan said that he fired you for doing?
Well, I'm an activist. I believe, along with several other people that are also activists, that sort of women's liberation was sort of a bad thing for our country. And we believe that that the woman's place is in the home, shouldn't be working and stealing men's jobs, shouldn't be basically shouldn't be working outside the home. We believe that women's job is to raise children and be wives and homemakers. And because of that, and because of how strongly we feel about it, and how important we think it is to get the message out, I have a blog that I write on. Several of us have taken to sort of public demonstration. We've been on the news a lot, nationwide. We picket public events, and we feel very strongly about what we believe in, and we know what our First Amendment rights are, and so we exercise those whenever we find we can.
Okay, so you said you worked at the Department of Corrections for 12 years. How long have you been involved in this sort of blogging and picketing?
I've been an activist for about 10 years, since about 2000. But no one really knew about it until probably last summer. In July and August, we kind of stepped things up a bit and started doing more high-profile demonstrations, trying to get our message out, trying to get some press and things like that. And as a result, our name's gotten out there, and the blog has been more prevalent. People at work have found the blog, and obviously have tied me to it, which I don't deny. It's my blog.
So you think that it's only recently that the Department of Corrections knew that?
I think so. Yeah. I don't think they knew anything about it until last summer.
Okay. And so then, did Mr. McMillan specifically say that it was because of these activities that you were?
Well, that's certainly the impression I got. Back last summer, after some of these high-profile events got some press and whatnot, he brought me into his office and basically told me to cut it out, and that my activities were reflecting badly on the department and whatnot, and he told me to stop, and they put me on some sort of, remediation plan, or, something to get me to stop, or just basically, the way I understood it was basically just to build a paper trail so they could fire me if I didn't stop doing it.
Okay.
And like I said, I know my First Amendment rights. I know that I have the right to say what I believe, and I refuse to stop, even though they told me to stop.
Are these things that you would do while you were at work? So would you work on the blog while you were at work?
Oh, absolutely not. No, that would be, I believe that would be stealing. When I'm at work, I work. And all of the demonstration, the blog writing, all that happens on my own private time. Outside of work, I never use any of the materials. I don't use a computer at work to write or anything like that. All of the demonstrating and the writing and everything I do is done at home. It's not done at the office.
Okay, and so then, remind me again, I think you said at the beginning, but you're interested in maybe getting your job back or in getting some kind of severance, is that right?
Correct. Optimally, I would like to continue to work there. I enjoy the job I had. I was, I think, really good at it. I think my performance reviews bear that out. I think I did a very good job. I would like to keep that. I've got a lot of experience, and with the retirement and pension and everything like that, I'd like to continue that. If, however, that's not possible, I think I should be due some sort of severance, some sort of damages or severance.
Okay. All right. Thank you.